1950, June 25th, 4 a.m. The sound of war shattered the peace on the Korean peninsula.
Breaking news. Early this morning, North Korean forces crossed the 38th parallel and launched an invasion. The situation is extremely serious.
Honey, wake up! What is the sound?
What do we do? What about our children? Where are we supposed to go?
Everyone evacuate! All civilians must head south immediately.
After the end of World War II, the most devastating war in history, Korea was finally freed from Japan's grasp. But the reality was far from beautiful.
As the Cold War rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union deepened, the Korean peninsula was drawn into a growing conflict between North and South, ultimately leading to war.
The war was far longer and more brutal than anyone had expected. Brothers turned their guns on each other, and countless civilians were wounded or killed. Families were torn apart, many never to be reunited.
The entire Korean peninsula became a battlefield. Villages were burned to the ground, and lives vanished in the flames.
The war handed lifeless to young men who had once held pencils. And in that chaos, the roots of Korea's modern military culture began to take hold.
The Korean War was more than just a military clash. It demanded total mobilization of the entire nation.
With limited weapons and little time, strict hierarchy, rigid discipline, and collective action became strategies for survival.
Although a ceasefire was declared, the tension and fear left by the war have never truly disappeared. These traces can still be seen clearly in today's Korean military.
Now, we are going to take a closer look inside.
The South Korean military is a highly rank-oriented organization. A soldier's rank is usually determined by when they enlisted, not by their age, and everyone is expected to follow the orders of their superiors.
While Korean culture in general is influenced by Confucian values that emphasize age and seniority, military life is strictly based on rank, regardless of age.
Because treatment and responsibilities vary depending on rank becomes one of the most fundamental rules in a soldier's daily life.
In the military, it's impossible to live alone. Soldiers live and operate together in squads, sharing every part of daily life from schedules and meals to cleaning and training.
They sleep in a shared space called the barracks room, where 6 to 10 people stay in a single room. Beds and lockers are lined up side by side, leaving almost no personal space. Through this experience, soldiers learn the importance of teamwork and organizational discipline.
In South Korea, most men serve in the military during their early 20s. As a result, the culture and attitudes they learn during their service don't stay confined to the military. They carry over into broader society after discharge.
The hierarchical structure that soldiers become accustomed to often influences company and organizational culture as well. Because of this, Korean society is sometimes described as having a vertical or top-down organizational culture.
In this way, Korea's military culture extends far beyond the period of service itself. It becomes a deeply rooted part of Korean society and is an important aspect to understand when learning about Korean culture.
Hey, Private Engineer.
Private Engineer, sir.
Who makes the ramen?
What? Yes, sir.
In the Korean military, obedience to orders is an absolute rule. Even if the order makes no sense, you have to follow it.
Good, you're finally becoming a real soldier.
Attention, attention.
Attention.
Why aren't you attention? Attention.
Attention.
In
In the Korean military, repeating back is a common practice.
It means repeating the order or instruction from a superior out loud.
This helps the superior confirm their command was understood correctly.
And the junior shows they heard it and are ready to carry it out.
Everyone says 충성 to our viewers.
충성.